Hey, hope everything is fantastic. Welcome back to Love Your Vibe. I think I'm so programmed to be like, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Love Your Vibe podcast. That whenever I podcast in the evening time, I sort of kind of forget what to say. So I'm like, hey, hi there, hello there, oh there, you there. but welcome back to the Love Your Vibe podcast. I'm your host, Sean Robert Grant. So happy, as always, to have you here. I know I say that all the time, but I mean it every single time because it is so very important for us to be in a prime position to help each other, to prosper, to enjoy this life on such an enormous level, and to be in a space of complete love, complete acceptance, complete joy, and today's topic, complete forgiveness. Okay, so forgiveness is not, or over the years, I feel like, it's never really been one of those sexy topics like manifestation or prosperity or, soulmates or anything like that. But it sometimes is even more powerful than you could possibly imagine. And I say this speaking directly from the truth of my own experience. And so it's quite interesting because forgiveness is something that was created for us to release ourselves from, let's just say, tied up karma, bad karma, resentment, anger, all these low vibrational frequencies that can really run a number on what our life looks like. Forgiveness has been put in place to basically transform those into peace, into love, into joy, into harmony, right? But if we're unaware that we need to forgive, we could honestly and truthfully be stuck wondering what the heck is going on, especially guys, if you're in a position where, let's just say, you're looking for something to manifest in your life. And you've been looking for this thing for a very long time, and you know this thing is coming towards you, yet you can't figure out what it is that's causing it to take so long. What I recommend here, this is a perfect place to be. If you are in this place, this is a perfect place to be, because the first thing I want you to do is to go into meditation and meditate for an hour. No excuses, no saying, I don't have the time. No, make the time. See, in meditating for an hour, what tends to unfold is it gives us long enough to check in with our divine higher selves, but it also gives us the opportunity to raise our vibration to the point where when we're at a higher vibration, it's almost like being in a 20-story building, okay? And what's interesting is, so let me see if I can kind of clarify this example for you. You're in a 20-story building, you're on the ground floor, right? And all of a sudden, somebody is 10 stories up and they're looking down. You have something on top of your head, but you can't really tell, right? You can't really tell what that thing is on top of your head, but the person standing on the 10th floor or the second or the third floor can tell. So what meditation does, meditation is like the elevator. Meditation takes you up the elevator to where you can observe. And I've always called it seeing with divine eyes, right? So you're looking from your perspective on this first floor like, okay, I'm doing everything right. Everything is going well. What's not working? And that person on the 10th floor can see that there's something on top of your head that's stopping you from doing what you desire to do. And so what you got to do is figure out, okay, how do I get this thing off my head? Well, you got to hop into the elevator meditation, go up to a higher floor, could be second, third, fourth, 10th, and then you make the adjustments from there. And it comes down to simply tuning into that vibration, tuning into that alignment, and then forgiving, letting go, releasing whatever it is that could be holding you back. So I really feel strongly about this because this is something that's so overlooked, and this is something that causes people to stop even before their good has an opportunity to manifest in their lives and really allow them to be into a really good position to be the very best that they possibly can be. Something like this unfolds and you're unaware of it, and you give up, and your good is just waiting right there to be manifested. Waiting right there to be manifested. So what I'm going to advocate for you or advise is anytime you feel like you're being hindered, anytime you feel like you're being stuck, anytime you think that something should be happening and it's not, I really want you to go within and getting back to that hour meditation. See, we can do 15, 20 minutes, even half an hour, and that's great. But when you really want to start diving deep and start to see stuff that unfolds in a way that is blind to the eyes, or blind to your conscious mind, you've got to go deeper. It takes at least 30 minutes to go deeper on that below that surface level to help you to start to tap into observing things like you're on that higher floor. Okay? And so my thing is, the reason being is I've been there. I've been in positions where I really desired stuff to happen and it's just kind of stagnated and hadn't moved. And the number one thing that you wind up doing is you start to question yourself. You start to question all the work that you've done to get to where you are, and you just can't figure it out. And it can be as simple as forgiving somebody, someone, a group of people, and releasing that energy completely to open up your vibrational field so your good can come to you. Okay? So take a moment, really see if there's anywhere in your life that you can forgive. And sometimes it's even about forgiving ourselves. One of the greatest things I ever did, and I talked about this on another podcast, was when I decided to take responsibility for what my life was and everything that I encountered, and stop blaming women of the past and saying they were emotionally distant, because guess what? I was emotionally distant too. So, there's no such thing as opposites attract. Yeah, maybe opposites on the surface, but on the core, you're the exact same person as the person you're bringing into your life. That's why, it's hard for people to understand this, but when you really bring somebody bad into your life, there's an element to you, to your vibration, that's matching up to that person. Okay? So that's just an example. We'll save that for the relationship aspect of this podcast. But right now, it's just, sometimes it's as easy as saying, you know what? I hadn't been perfect, but I'm going to take responsibility for what I have done. I'm going to look it in the face. I'm going to embrace it in love, and then I'm going to release it. And then I'm going to do my very best as far as making everything even, making everything right. And I promise you, you will know that you're on the right path with this when you feel yourself get lighter. That's one of the most amazing things with forgiveness, is that forgiveness really picks up your energy. Like, you go from, I would have to say, walking around like you're carrying extra weight to really feeling like you can just go outside and just start sprinting because you're not carrying anything that's holding you back. And that's what energy does. Sometimes energy can be really heavy in the sense of lightness, but all we have to do is make that shift, that transformative shift, and allow ourselves to get to a place to where, we can right the ship, so to speak. So, like I said, my advice for today is get quiet. Take an hour of your time. I know there's so much stuff going on, and you got responsibilities here, responsibilities there, but responsibility to yourself is first and foremost. And even if this has to be late at night or it has to be early in the morning for everybody gets up, meditate for an hour. And if you say, I don't know how to meditate, I'm going to give you some easy direction right here. All you have to do is say, you know what? Just focus on peace. Focus on peace. Focus on breathing. Keep the word peace at the forefront of your mind and just breathe until you feel so calm and you feel tranquil and you feel safe. This is security within the divine. And really just let things come to you. I can remember when, there was something that I needed to forgive that was lingering over my good. I got into this meditation and I said, you know what? It's not about me trying to get anything. It's more about me connecting to the love of the divine and seeing what it desires to show me. And sure enough, the divine showed me where I was missing the mark. And I'm like, you know what? I would have never seen that if I couldn't get into that peaceful, loving vibration of divinity. I would have never seen it. So it's so important to make this a habit because it will allow you to honestly and truthfully, it will allow you to sweep out all the stuff that's holding you back from living the life that you truly desire to live. And I promise you, it's so much better when you live this, let alone with me just kind of telling you. But I want to let you know that words cannot do it justice. It is, hands down, one of the most compelling, transformative experiences you could ever encounter. And that is truly forgiving anything that could be possibly holding you back. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. It has been an absolute pleasure. Much love. We'll talk soon. Have a wonderful day. Take care.